Let's start getting ready for the warm-ups. We'll do the warm-ups in sitting position today. So the first one that we're going to do is Gatyatmak Meru Vakrasan. Keep your hands in front, join them together, and with complete awareness, breathing in, spread both the hands wide. Keep chanting the mantra Om Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Hold the breath, chanting the mantra for the same number of counts, if possible, 4 times. Breathing out, swing to your left side, catch your right toe with your left hand, right hand turned behind. Turn your head to look at your right thumb. Hold your breath. As you breathe in, come back with the hands straight at the shoulder level. Hold your breath. Breathing out, bring your hands to join together. Hold your breath. Then release, relax, and wait. Next time when you're going to do, pay attention as you're spreading your hands out to your shoulder blades, where exactly is the direction of movement. As you're swinging to the left side, feel the vertebrae turning, different vertebrae are turning at different angles. Try to sense them. As you turn the hand behind, see what happens to the shoulder blade at that point in time as compared to when you're taking it straight. And as you are releasing back, feel all of those muscles which you contracted are actually relaxing back to their normal tone. So keep your hands together. Breathing in, spread your hands wide. Hold your breath. As you breathe out, swing to your left side. Hold your breath. As you breathe in, come back with the hands at the shoulder level. And then when you breathe out, bring the hands together. And now we'll do it a little more dynamically, so you'll do it a little fast without coordination. If your breath, just breathe normally. So keep the hands together, spread, swing, come back, swing to the other side. Keep swinging right and left, right and left. And then relax. Now we're going to try something a little more difficult. You watch once. If you're comfortable, we'll do it. If not, we'll do something else. Okay? So you're going to sit in this position. And then you're going to take your hands up. Come into Paschimottanasana. As you go back, you go behind, come up. Okay? So try it out. Whatever little you can do, you do. Take the legs only as far as you are comfortable. Yeah. Bend forward and then lie back. Lift your legs up wherever they can go. Very good. Come back up. Very good. Lovely. Superb. See, as you keep trying, it becomes more and more flexible on its own. Lovely. And then slowly come to a stop and wait for some time. And now we'll do the other one that we do, Shashank Bhujang Asana. So you will come into Vajrasana. And from Vajrasana, you will take your hands up, come down into Shashankasana, move along the floor with the nose almost close to the ground, come up into Bhujangasana, come back into Shashankasana, again move, and now make it dynamic by moving it a little faster. And then relax and be in yogic breathing. till we start the class. Allow the abdomen to expand nicely as you breathe in, so that the diaphragm can go down as much into the abdominal cavity as it can. The deeper it descends into the abdominal cavity, the greater the vacuum in your chest cavity, greater is the expansion of your lungs. And as a result, greater is the volume of your intake of air. As you expand your chest cavity, it widens on the right and the left side. And then as you expand your shoulder, then you take in a little more. When you expand your shoulder, that is when the least amount of air can happen. But when you hold your abdomen tightly, when you hold your chest tightly, you're literally using your shoulders and the clavicle to breathe, and the breathing is shallow. If the breathing is shallow, it leads to multiple ailments in the body because the reach of oxygen is inadequate. When oxygen is inadequate, the fuel required for the cells to convert nutrients into energy is not adequate. So the nourishment of the cells are not adequate. As a result, you experience various kinds of ailments. Continue to be in yogic breathing. Get ready to chant mantra Om 7 times. Make your sankalpa. I am chanting Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. I am creating 3 layers of protection. On my outermost layer, I have 6 friendly creatures: an elephant behind me, a peacock in front, a tiger on my right side, a lion on my left side, an eagle above my head, and a black tortoise below me. Inside of that, I have a big ring with balls of fire. I am lighting all the balls, allowing a firewall of protection to go up all around me. Third layer of protection comes from the subtle energy of the mantra Om that I am chanting. Take your awareness to Muladhara chakra at the perineum, 4-petal lotus, red in color. Take a deep breath in. Shift your awareness to Swadhisthana chakra and the spinal terminus, 6-petal lotus, orange color. Increase pitch a little bit. Take a deep breath. Shift your awareness to Manipura chakra behind your navel, 10-petal lotus, yellow color. Increase pitch further. Take a deep breath. Shift your awareness to Anahata Chakra behind your heart center. 12 petal lotus, green color, increase pitch further. Take a deep breath. Shift your awareness to Vishuddhi Chakra behind your throat pit. 16 petal lotus, blue color. Increase pitch further. Take a deep breath. Shift your awareness to Agnya Chakra behind your eyebrows center at the pineal gland. 2 petal lotus, indigo color. Increase pitch further. Take a deep breath. Shift your awareness to Sahasrara Chakra, center of the top of your head, 1000 petal lotus, white color. Increase pitch further. Take a deep breath. Just allow the vibrations to sink in before we chant Shanti mantras. Shanti mantras. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamaditamasthu Ma Viddhishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra. Always remember to pay attention to your mudra, make adjustments from conscious awareness. All needless tightness, release it. Make your sankalpa. I am chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra for physical health and mental well-being. Chanting the mantra every day helps me maintain the best of health, mentally and physically. All my brain cells and my body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace, my Lord, penetrating deep into my body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine health at all times. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health, and I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping me in keeping my body in a healthy condition, befitting for you to reside inside my body in your effulgent form. 11 times, get ready. Om Triambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityurmukshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityurmukshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityurmukshiyamamritat.
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् 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 ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम्. Slowly release your mudra. Keep your hands in Gyan Mudra, resting your wrist or anywhere close thereby on the knees. Make your sankalpa. I am chanting Gayatri mantra for wisdom, inner awareness, and intuitive knowledge. Chanting the mantra every day helps me operate in the highest planes of wisdom, delve deep within me, seeking answers to various questions from the universal knowledge resting within me, and get those answers and operate very successfully from an intuitive plane. Get ready 11 times. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि If you want to stretch your legs, stretch. And please remember, whenever you feel like stretching, please do so, irrespective whether I say it or not. Be in your own zone of comfort. And when you're ready, you will keep your hands in Yoni Mudra. Make your sankalpa. I am chanting 32 names of Durga for overcoming distress and for peace and harmony. Chanting the 32 names helps me overcome all stressful situations, for I simply surrender before you as your son. You are carrying me through the difficulties, cutting through them with your fierce sword, helping me emerge successful at all times. 3 times, get ready. Durga, Durga Trishamani, Durga Padmini Varini, Durga Maschedini, Durga Sadini, Durga Nashini, Durga Darini, Durga Nihantri, Durga Mapaha, Durga Matnyanada, Durga Daityaluga Davanala, Durgama, Durgama Loka, Durgamatma Swarupini, Durgamarga Prada, Durgama Vidya, Durgama Shrita, Durgamaknyana Samstana, Durgamadhyana Vashini, Durgamoha, Durgamaha, Durgamartra Swarupini, Durgama Surasamhantri, Durgama Yudhadharini, Durgamangi, Durgamata, Durgamya, Durgameshwari, Durga Bhima, Durga Bhama, Durgaba, Durgadharini. Om Durga, Durga Trishamani, Durga Padmini Varini, Durga Maschedini, Durga Sadini, Durga Nashini, Durga Darini, Durga Nihantri, Durga Mapaha, Durga Maknyanada, Durga Daityanuga Davanala, Durgama, Durgama Loka, Durgamatma Swarupini, Durgamarga Prada, Durgama Vidya, Durgama Shrita, Durgamatnyana Samstana, Durgamadhyana Vashini, Durgamoha, Durgamaha, Durgamartra Swarupini, Durgama Surasamhantri, Durgama Yudhadharini, Durgamangi, Durgamata, Durgamya, Durgameshwari, Durga Bhima, Durga Bhama, Durgaba, Durgadharini. Om Durga, Durga Trishamani, Durga Padmini Varini, Durga Maschedini, Durga Sadini, Durga Nashini, Durga Darini, Durga Nihantri, Durga Mapaha, Durga Maknyanada, Durga Daityaluga Davanala, Durgama, Durgama Loka, Durgamatma Swarupini, Durgamarga Prada, Durgama Vidya, Durgama Shrita, Durgamatnyana Samstana, Durgamadhyana Vashini, Durgamoha, Durgamaha, Durgamatra Swarupini, Durgama Surasamhantri, Durgama Yudhatarini, Durgamangi, Durgamata, Durgamya, Durgameshwari, Durga Bhima, Durga Bama, Durgaba, Durga Dharini. Om Shanti 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 Hari. Release your mudra, keep your hands on your knees. Just feel the vibrations of the mantras. Pay attention to your own self. See if your body is sending you any messages from within yourself. You may feel tight at some parts, you may feel light at other parts. Pay attention to how you're breathing. It might have changed. It might not have changed. Pay attention. And then very gently and slowly lie down on your back. We'll be doing a body scan, which is as good as your meditation. And then we'll proceed on to Myth of Aging lesson 1. And if possible, we'll complete lesson 2 also today. So lie on your back, and from the last class, please remember Shavasana with attention to different parts of the body helps the mind focus within yourself, be within your own self and body, and that reduces the dissipation of the mind or the wandering nature of the mind. And that increases your relaxation, and deep relaxation is a prerequisite for meditation to happen. So pay attention as far as you can. If your mind wanders, recognize that the mind has wandered and bring the mind back to the process of your body scan. Just become conscious and aware of the way you are lying. Is your head rested nicely? Are the arms, forearm and the hands by the side of your body a little away from the body? Are the palms facing the sky? Now gently become conscious of the entire weight of the body sinking into the ground, and you're letting go. You're letting go as much as you can, and as you let go more and more, you sink deeper and deeper into the ground. As you breathe in, feel that your breath that is going inside the body is spreading coolness and calmness throughout your body. As you breathe out, feel all the cares and worries of the body and the mind are flowing out. As you breathe in, all coolness and calmness spreading throughout the body. As you breathe out, you're sending out all the cares and worries of the body. Now, keeping your attention at your Bhrumadhya, mentally chant Om as you relax your entire body. Once again, mentally chant Om, relaxing the entire body. One last time, mentally chant Om, relaxing the entire body. Now, very slowly, deliberately, and consciously shift your awareness to your legs, your feet, and pay attention to how exactly you're holding your feet. Are the feet completely lying on the side with one side of the feet completely along the ground? Or do you feel that the feet are slightly raised from the ground at an angle and your body is actually working extra to keep that angle? If your feet is not completely aligned on the side, can you drop your feet and let it go down a little more along the ground and reduce your muscular effort to keep it slightly away from the ground against gravity? So let gravity let you relax more by allowing your feet aligned along the floor And now relax the toes of both your legs. And then relax your calf muscles and pay attention to your heels. Sense how exactly are the heels pressing against the ground and compare the way they are pressing between the right side and the left side. If any difference between them is there, make a note of it. You only make a mental note of the difference. One side may be pressing more than the other. Become aware. Shift attention to both your calf muscles and see how they are pressing against the ground. And are they symmetrical or asymmetrical? If they are asymmetrical, can you compare as to whether the side which is pressing more is the same as where the heel is pressing more, or is it in any other way? The more you pay attention to your own self, the deeper is your relaxation, and deeper is a lot of spin-off benefits that you get from there, including your concentration and your productivity. So let this opportunity of relaxation pervade your entire self. Be focused on it. Pay attention to the back of your knees. Is there a gap between the back of the knees and the floor, or can you feel the back of the knees grazing the ground? If they are raised from the ground, which could be the case with most of us, can you mentally gauge the gap between the floor and the back of the knees? Now, can you gently pull the kneecap towards your hip joint and then slowly release it 2 times? Become conscious and aware of what you are doing. As you're pulling your kneecap, you are contracting it, and as you are releasing it, you are relaxing it completely. Now shift attention to both your thighs. And how are the thighs resting against the ground? What is the pressure between them and the ground? And are they symmetrical? If they are asymmetrical, compare them with the calf and the heel and the relationship between them. Relationship means the same side is pressing more on all the three, or they are pressing on different legs in different points. Like the thighs could be pressing more on left, calf on the right, heel maybe on the right or left, or whichever way it is. It's your body, it is your soma at this point in time. If your mind has already wandered, bring your mind back to the focus of this relaxation. Pay attention to both your glutes and see the pressure between both of them exactly at the sit bone point between them and the ground. Compare them between the two sides. See if they are symmetrical or asymmetrical. If they are asymmetrical, compare the relationship between them and the thighs, calf muscles, and the heels. Then pay attention to your spinal vertebrae. Start from the coccyx, sacrum. Can you feel both of them aligned along the ground, or they're raised? Can you feel the 5 lumbar vertebrae? If they are not touching the ground, can you feel the gap between the 5 vertebrae and the ground? And then pay attention to the 12 thoracic vertebrae and see what you can feel about them. Now feel how the right side of your entire back, lower back, mid back, upper back, is along the ground. Is it completely grazing the ground, or there are parts which are not touching the ground? Then repeat it on the left side. Then pay attention to both your shoulders. Can you feel the back of the shoulders grazing the ground, or do you feel they're raised from the ground? Then pay attention to both your arms, forehand and hands. From the shoulder joint to the tip of your fingers, can you feel them along the ground? Finally, the back of your head, how is it pressing against the ground? Is it pressing hard? Is it pressing light? Or is it in between somewhere? Then mentally relax the entire front side of your body. Start from your top of the head, then the forehead, then the face, front side of your neck, chest, abdomen, lower abdomen, pelvic region. One last mental quick scan on all the points which are touching the ground and their pressure, asymmetry, symmetry, whatever. And then very slowly and very gently turn onto your stomach and you can practice along with me. So turn onto your stomach into prone position. Myth of Aging Lesson 1. For those who want to watch can watch, but you'll be practicing along with me. Instructions will go simultaneous with the practice demonstration. You're going to bring your right hand in front of you, the palm facing the floor, the elbow edged out, possibly on the same line as your shoulder, or it may be a little forward or backward. Whatever is happening in your body, allow it to happen. Your left cheek is on the back of your palm and you are facing towards your elbow, right elbow. Now in this position, paying full attention to your shoulder muscles and your shoulder blade, you're going to breathe out completely. As you breathe in, you're going to lift your elbow very slowly up towards the ceiling as far as it can go. And very slowly you will bring it back. Chant the mantra Gum Gurubhyo Namaha as you are taking it up. So breathe out completely, wait, full attention on the shoulder girdle and the shoulder blade as you are lifting your elbow. And as you are bringing your elbow back, you are relaxing those muscles which you contracted, so pay attention. So breathe out as you breathe in, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. No holding the breath. So very slowly start releasing Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, 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 Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. One last time on your own. As you breathe in, very slowly raise your elbow towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, very slowly along with your mantra synchronization, bring your elbow back to rest on the ground. Now feel how the shoulder girdles on the right side is feeling as compared to the left side. And when you're ready, the second move will be only to lift your head up, your palm, your elbow is on the ground, and you try to look over your right shoulder. So very slowly chanting the mantra, lift your head up, try to look over your right shoulder. As you breathe out, start very slowly bringing your chin back to rest on the back of the palm. Wait for some time, allow the experience to sink in. And this time your focus is on all the muscles along the right side of your spinal cord. Right from the neck, right up to your pelvic, those long muscles called erector spinae divided into 3 segments. You are contracting all those muscles along the right side. That is where you will pay attention. So breathe out completely. As you breathe in, start Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Breathe out Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, 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 Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Once again, wait for some time. Feel the effect on the right side of your spine, along the spine. And now you're going to lift your palm, chin, elbow, and all of them together. And try to look over your right shoulder. Now the contraction will not only go down the right side of your spine, but will also flow onto the left glute. And pay attention to what the left leg is wanting to do. The left leg may almost want to lift from the ground to wanting to participate in the movement. So breathe out completely. As you breathe in, start. Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Gum Gurubhyo. Breathe out. Second round. Start. Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. 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 Breathe out. Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. 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 Last round on your own. And then relax. Can you sense any change in the way the muscles on the right side of your spine are reacting? Can you feel something on your left glute? And now you're going to work on the leg muscles as well by lifting only the left leg, the opposite leg. Till now you're working on the right side, lifting the right elbow, face looking over the right shoulder. Now the left leg will rise from the ground in Shalabhasana. So breathing in, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Gum Guru, breathe out, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, 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 Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. As you lift your leg up, can you feel that contraction flowing down to the left glute and almost crossing over to the right side of your spine? Does some movement happen on the right side of the spine when you lift the leg up? Pay attention. Second round, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Breathe out, Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, 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 Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Last round on your own. Very good. And now we are going to put all of them together. Those who want to watch can watch one round and then continue. You're going to raise your palm, your chin, your elbow, and the opposite leg all together. Keep chanting so that, and now you feel contraction from the top is flowing down, from the bottom it is flowing up. Can you feel those movements completely? Your left hand is by the side of your body. So start breathing in and lift. Release. Rest for some time. Second round. Release. And then last round on your own. When you're completed, very gently turn on your back. Rest for a little while and then sense how your back is now feeling. All the points that you paid attention to, heels, calf, thigh, glute, spinal vertebrae, head. See if any change can be noticed in them. If so, what exactly is the change that you are noticing? Pay attention to it. And then when you're ready, turn to your stomach. Now we'll be working on the left side. So your left hand in front of the face. Now that you're familiar with the movement, you can practice along with me. So you'll bring your left hand in front. Your face is turned to face your left elbow. Your right cheek is on the back of your palm. And chanting the mantra, breathing in, lift your elbow up.
One second. Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, second round, breathing in, lift your elbows up. Breathing out, bring your elbow back to rest on the ground. Last round. And then rest. Now you're going to lift your head up, so get ready. As you breathe in, lift your head up, look over your left shoulder, pay attention to all the muscles along the left side of your spine. As you breathe out, you lower your head back to rest on the back of the palm. Keep chanting the mantra Gum Gurubhyo Namaha and try to move for a certain number of counts. And when you're coming down, come down for a greater number of counts. If you go up for 4 counts, come down for 6. Second round, breathing in, only your head up, look over your left shoulder. Muscles along the left side of the spine are contracting. As you come back to rest your head on the palm, all those muscles are completely relaxing and you're taking them to a lower level of resting tone. Once again, pay attention to the left side of the muscles of the left side of the spinal cord. And then last time, breathing in, lift up. Then very slowly come back to rest on the ground. Take some rest and then you're going to put both these moves together. So you're going to lift your palm, your face, your elbow and your head up, trying to look over your left shoulder, only as far as you can go. Don't force it. Be in your zone of comfort, but pay attention to all the muscles along the left side of the spine, and the contraction moves on to the right glute, and your right leg is trying to lift up. Pay attention to that. Start breathing in, up,
As you breathe out, very slowly return your palm, your face, your elbow back to rest on the ground. Second round, when you're ready, breathing in, you lift up. Always take a small rest in between the movements so that each move becomes a new movement initiated by you. Come back to rest and wait, and then move. Don't immediately shift. Once you've rested, then breathing in, come back up for the last time. And then very slowly breathing out, you will return back. And then take some rest now. Now you're going to lift only your left leg. I'm sorry, right leg. Only your right leg, the opposite leg. So very slowly breathing in, raise your right leg up away from the ground. And as you breathe out, lower your right leg back to rest on the ground. Once you've rested, second round, breathing in, only right leg up, sorry. And as you breathe out, lower your right leg very slowly back to the starting position. Last round, very slowly breathing in, raise your right leg away from the ground. As you breathe out, very gently and slowly lower your right leg back to rest on the ground. Wait for some time before we put all of those moves together. So you will be lifting your palm, your chin, your elbow, and your right leg up together. So pay attention to the muscular contractions along the left side of the spine, the right glute, the right leg, and then as you lower your body back to the starting position, feel all those muscles going back to a new lower resting tone. Get ready, breathing in, start. Very slowly breathing out, return back. Second round, when you're rested, you've sensed, you've felt your body and the feelings, then move, breathing in. Very slowly return back. Last time, breathing in. Then, if you want to turn on your back and rest for some time. Otherwise, you can rest on the stomach itself, cupping your palms together to rest your chin on it, slightly raising your head up. When you're ready, you're back on the stomach once again. You'll keep both your hands in front of you, one palm on top of the other, and you'll rest your forehead on the back of your palm. And very slowly, as you breathe in, you lift your head up, trying to look towards the ceiling only as far as you can comfortably tilt. You don't have to necessarily look at the ceiling, but pay attention to how much you can lift up and stay within your zone of comfort. And then slowly breathing out, come back to rest your forehead on the back of your palm. Second round, breathing in, breathing out, bring your forehead back to rest on the back of your palm. Then when you're ready, last round. Slowly return. Sunita, when you're lifting your head up now, the forehead is contracting, which means you're tensing. So can you just become aware of it and just do once and see if it can be stopped? Still, relax more. Hareva. Now it is perfect. Could you sense it? Yeah. Yeah. And now you're going to, on the inhale, lift your head up and right leg up. So breathing in, lift your head up, right leg up together. And slowly revert back. In this position, when you're lifting your head up, actually both sides of the spine, the muscles are contracting. And when you add your leg, you're adding a glute muscle on the right side and the lower leg muscles. So start once again breathing in, slowly breathing out. Come back to rest on the back of your palm. And now last round on your own, start. Slowly revert back. Now you're going to practice the same movement but with the left leg up. So when you have rested, very slowly breathing in, head up, left leg up. Slowly come back. Second round, when you've completed the second round, repeat the last time. Very slowly revert back. And now take some rest and then you're going to lift your head up, lift both the legs up but only once. So take rest. Allow the body to send you feedbacks. Be conscious of it. And then when you're ready, breathing in, lift your head up, both the legs up, only as far as you're comfortable. And then very slowly bring your forehead back to rest on the palm and the feet back to rest on the ground. And relax. Then turn on your back. Once again, pay attention to your back and see how the back is feeling now. On the right side, left side. What is the pressure between the heels, calf, thighs, glutes. Any change from when you started? If so, make a note of it. If there is no change, make a note of that also. It's your body, it is your sensation of your own body, your own soma at this point in time. It keeps changing from time to time. You're only becoming sensitive to your own self at this point in time. Now, when you're ready, those of you who want to watch and practice can practice with me. Those who are familiar can just follow the instructions. Keep your right hand under your head, and as you breathe in, you're going to arch your lower belt line. For those who have not attended you're going to take this portion of your back, just behind the navel to your lower spine. That will arch like this. And when I say flatten, you will flatten that. So keep your right hand under your head and then breathe in, arch your lower belt line. Your tailbone should be pressing towards the ground. As you breathe out, release and allow it to flatten completely. And then keeping it completely flattened, feeling the tailbone away from the ground, take a quick breath. As you breathe out, you're going to lift your head and elbow up, bring your right knee closer to your chest, take your right elbow in the direction of the right knee. If you're very comfortable, your right elbow will touch your right knee. And then very slowly come back. And second round, when you're doing it, pay attention, you're actually contracting the main muscle in the front side of your abdomen called the rectus abdominis. But that muscle is supported by the two muscles on the sides of the body that also comes into play to lift it, number one. Number two, as you're lifting your leg up, pay attention to what happens to your foot. Sometimes it tends to turn towards the other leg. Try to keep it in line without allowing it to go that side. So once again, breathe in, arch your lower belt line. Breathe out and flatten. Then breathe in. As you breathe out, bring your right elbow up towards the right knee. Make sure that the right foot doesn't go towards the left side. It stays in line where it is coming up. And then very slowly, breathing in, bring your elbow, your head and your feet back to rest on the ground. In the last time when you're doing it, also pay attention to when you're coming back, is your feet touching the ground first, or is the head touching the ground first, or are you doing it simultaneously? What exactly is happening, you watch for yourself. So once again, breathe in, arch your lower belt line. Breathe out and flatten. Breathe in. As you breathe out, come up. As you breathe out, very slowly come back to rest on the ground. And then when you're ready, last round, start. Very good. And release. When you're back to resting position, stretch your legs out. Wait for a minute. Feel any sensations that the body is giving you. Also become aware of any emotions that crop up suddenly out of the blue when you're practicing. For example, when we are stressed out because of various external circumstances, our abdomen gets impacted. And when you're coming out on this, contracting the abdomen, suddenly those stressful situations may erupt. Same way with your shoulders, same way with your neck. These are the areas that generally tend to get impacted. So once again, bring your left hand under your head, bend both the legs, and when you're ready, breathing in, arch your lower belt line, breathing out, flatten. The more you flatten, the more you can raise your head up. Experience this time. And as you first breathe in, as you breathe out, raise your head up, flattening as much as you can. When you flatten more, you raise up more. Be aware of this change. Release. And even if I delay instructing you to release, please release on your own. There is no holding the breath. So as soon as you come up, you start releasing, even if I am not instructing. Second round, breathing in, arch, breathing out, flatten. Then breathe in and breathe out. While breathing out, lift your head up, elbow towards the left knee towards the chest. Very slowly release, allowing your head and your feet to come back to rest. And pay attention. Did you touch the head first? Did the feet touch first? Or did they do touch simultaneously? Last round, breathing in, arch, breathing out, flatten. Then breathe in as you breathe out, come up. As you breathe out, release. Now, relax completely. If you want to stretch your legs, stretch out. Now, all those who have been practicing for some time will try the next move in the advanced version, and those who have not been practicing in the past would do the easy version. So first I will demonstrate the easy version, then I'll demonstrate the slightly difficult version, a variation, and those who are comfortable will try the difficult version. So I'll do it on this side. So my right hand is under my head. I'll, as usual, arch my lower belt line. I'll breathe out and flatten it. Again, I'll breathe in. As I breathe out, I'll bring my right elbow up and the left knee closer and try to touch the or take the right elbow in the direction of the left knee. My body will turn a little to the right side. I become conscious of this angle and then I slowly come back to rest. This is the standard version. Now for the variation, the difficult, those who are practicing for a long time, they'll try this. You will breathe in, arch, breathe out, flatten. Breathe in. As you breathe out, you will take your left leg up and move. Use the left hand to move the left knee towards the ground. Raise your right hand and your elbow will try to come closer to the ground on the left side towards the left knee. And then you will slowly come back, bringing your leg back and then allowing it to rest on the ground. Okay? So whichever of the two you are comfortable, you can practice. So get ready. Breathe in, arch, and breathe out, flatten. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, let your left leg go towards the ground. Raise your right elbow up, move towards the ground, trying to keep the elbow close to the knees. Very good. Slowly come back and then allow your left foot to touch the ground. Very good. Rest for a while and then second round. Breathing in, arch. Breathing out, flatten. And then go to towards the floor. The left knee is towards the floor. The right elbow comes closer to the knee, trying to touch the floor. Rest for some time, and then last round. And relax. Wait for some time. Allow the body to experience the effect of what you've done. And then you will practice on the other side. Continue on your own. Aruna, there's a discomfort for you? You stop the practice? Okay. So just lie on your back if that is not a discomfort, and only do arch and flatten.
I've done that, sir. I can no longer lie. I've got a very bad back pain.
Oh, it's been there for a long time?
No, it started only yesterday night, but this prone lying and lifting of the head, I have a sharp pain in this part, the above shoulder. I'll come to the center.
We'll work on that.
So I can't even, so already I have a bad back, and then the shoulder pain has just developed because that prone thing doesn't work for me.
Okay.
So now it's paining a lot. So I'm okay sitting. I don't want to lie down.
What you do is you can, if possible, you can sit on a chair, and you remember that relax exercise where you sit on the chair and bend your back up and look up a little bit. And don't look up too much. Just only a little bit and go back. A little bit and go back. So that will loosen up a little bit and see it might ease up the back pain. Even in this position, you can, just only a little bit and go back. Don't do too much. It's a little bit of pandiculation of that same back pain. So try it out and let me know if it helps. Otherwise, we'll work on. You come to the center, we'll work on. Yeah. Now, all the others, once you have completed your 3 rounds, rest a little bit. And then bring both your hands under your head. And now you're going to first breathe in, arch your lower belt line. As you breathe out, you're going to flatten the lower belt line, and when it is fully flattened, continue to breathe out, bring your head up, bring both the elbows up, try to bring both the elbows closer to each other. And then breathing in, come back, allow your head to rest on the ground, allow your elbows to come and rest on the ground. When you're ready, second round, breathing in, bring both your elbows up, head up, bring the elbows closer to each other, and very slowly breathing in, come down. Allow your head to rest, allow your elbows to rest on the ground. Last round. Very good. And now, when you're going to raise your head up and bring the elbows up, you're going to lift both your legs up, bring the knees closer to the chest. Both the elbows will be aiming towards the respective knee. So keep your hands under your head. Breathing in, arch your lower belt line. As you breathe out, first flatten, continue to breathe out, bring both the legs and the elbows with the elbows closer to the knees. And then slowly breathing in, come back, let your feet rest on the ground, head on the ground, elbows on the ground. When you've rested second round, breathing in, arch the lower belt line. As you breathe out, flatten, continue to breathe out, bring your elbows up, head up, knees up. As you breathe in, slowly revert. Last round. When you're ready, last round you're completed. You will stretch. That completes lesson 1 and 2. And this time, after we complete all the 8 lessons, we are going to practice cat stretch on 3 successive classes for you to be familiar with it. And then after we complete the cat stretch, the rest of the class will do whatever we can. So now, stretch your legs out, relax your whole body. And once again, you'll do a body scan to do a comparison between what you did in the beginning, what you did now, and what is it that you can sense in terms of your own body. So very slowly pay attention to both the heels. How are they pressing in the ground? What difference can you sense between when you started and now? And between the asymmetry or symmetry, if there is any difference. Then repeat the same with your calf muscles. Repeat the same with the back of your knees. Repeat the same with your thighs. Repeat the same with your glutes. And now pay attention to your spinal vertebrae and see whether more of those vertebrae are now touching the ground. Then pay attention to your shoulders. Do you feel the shoulders have sunk a little more towards the ground? And pay attention to both your arms, forehand and hands, from the shoulder joint up to the fingers, the whole hand. And lastly, how is the head pressing against the ground? Is there any change in that? And then when you're ready, you've made all the comparisons, you've noted the differences, the changes, turn to one side and slowly sit up. Take your time in getting up. Get ready to chant mantra Om 3 times. Once again, make your sankalpa. I am chanting Om, creating protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. Take a deep breath in.
Shanti mantras. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya sarvesham swastir bhavatu sarvesham shantir bhavatu sarvesham purnam bhavatu lokesham mangalam bhavatu लोका समस्ता सुखिनो ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम् Rub your hands nicely. When they're warm, keep them on your eyes. Feel the warmth flowing in from the palm to the eyes. Gently open your eyes. Be observant of colors you see when you open. Slowly release your hands. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. So we have worked on the front and the back muscles today. In the next Monday, we'll be working on the side muscles and then integrating it in cross lateral movements. See you on Thursday for the second lesson of